Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video we're going to be taking a little sneak peek at the 32.0 update. This is going to be the information that was published. We're not going to be looking at the update live just yet because I'm not going to be updating to 32.0 until the Blitz War is over, because just in case if you run into any issues you are locked out of war, and it's a very short war, so I'd be very patient in doing any updates yourself. At least get the score you want to get in war first, just in case you do have any issues, as there are always potential issues when going into a beta update. And we'll read through the information here. As it says, the intro, we are happy to announce our latest update 32.0 is ready for you to test in our public beta. And with it will come the login calendars. The new login calendar will allow you to collect rewards every day you log in from different login calendars. This will be the main mission to collect your gold coin rewards during the public beta. If you've done public beta before, you know that if you test out stuff in public beta, you generally get a couple of coins here, 5, 10, 15, 20, and it all adds up to a couple of hundred sometimes. The new login calendar allows players to claim rewards for each day a calendar is scheduled when they log into the game. Periodic calendars like monthly, weekly and other special event calendars of different lengths can roll out at any time. Subscribers to the Survivors Club will have access to an additional monthly calendar with extra rewards, and premium calendars will be available periodically as a special offer to those who wish to purchase them. Now we do have a kind of sneak peek at what the visuals are going to look like in the beta, and this could potentially be quite a lot like what it's going to become when it actually goes live. And there's a monthly calendar, which we already have. We do already have monthly rewards, but they're in the missions. There's a celebrate the beta, which could potentially be an event. For instance, right now we have the Atlanta event where we get rewards every single day. There could be the return to Atlanta login calendar there as well. Returning players, this could be again something else like another event, or maybe a weekly, just a special run. And you can see Survivors Club and Beta Offer. I think the Survivors Club one is kind of obvious. It's about Survivors Club. And then the Beta Offer is more about just a test for the premium element within this as well, because there could be like a premium calendar that you can unlock, which gives you premium rewards. Kind of how Survivors Club is going to be a premium reward, but the premium calendar is just going to be just a calendar, whereas Survivors Club has a lot of other things attached to it. Now obviously I think this is great. This is something I talked about honestly like 2 years ago when I first started playing Marvel Strike Force. I always remember seeing they had multiple things that you could log in and claim, and they had multiple different login calendars, and I was like, I wish that would be in this game. Well, we finally got it, and I think it is obviously a great update because it's all in one place, and this is the most important thing, because if I switch over to how it is in game right now, you'll see what I'm talking about. Because if we check in game right now, you can see we've got the dailies like this. Got a couple of dailies ones to claim, but we've also got one on the far right hand side, which I miss so often that I forget, and then I'm like, oh damn, I forgot that one. Then we've got the weeklies, and sometimes you may not even remember the weeklies popped up, and then we've got the monthly as well, the same sort of deal. And we've also got the missions that are effectively login events as well. As you see, we've got the October login event right here. I'm on a different region, I'm not on my main region, so you can just sort of see the rewards that you would get from the new calendar, but it will just be all in one section, just one place to claim everything, including Survivors Club. If you were a part of Survivors Club, as you can see the Survivors Club login rewards down here, these are the rewards that will probably go into that Survivors Club calendar. So obviously just on face value, this is a good update. It just moves everything into the same place. I do hope there's a claymore button. I would assume there's most likely going to be a claymore button somewhere. It says collect gold coins during this public beta through missions and through the purchasable public beta premium offer pictured below. Don't forget, gold coins can be used account wide no matter what region you're in, and they are selling coins in this region for 99 pence, and the amount of coins they're selling is like what is it, 90 coins for 99 pence. I'm not so sure. They probably should have done that for the very, very low. I think that's probably the lowest offer they're actually able to do on the stores. But honestly, I don't think that's worthwhile in terms of the amount of coins you're going to get. So I'm not sure about that offer, if I'm honest. Maybe they could have done it for actual coins that you had to spend to unlock it rather than money, because I don't think too many people are going to test that one out, if I'm honest. We'll scroll down a little bit. and you can see where the calendar is going to actually be located, and it's going to be located just above the shop button on the right hand side, and it's going to look like this, like a calendar. And I guess, as you can see with the shop where it says 4 in the top left hand corner and your inbox 3 in the top left hand corner, the calendar will most likely have a number in the top left hand corner of it when there is something to actually claim in there. It does go on to further talk about the beta update, and it says this new feature is available to test in the public beta test region over the next few days. So if you're on Android, there is a guide here, so if you want to check that out, you can check the link in my description. Our beta feedback Discord channel will also reopen during this time, so feel free to let us know how you're getting on. So if you find any issues, do put some feedback on the official Discord. And it says, please do note that the nature of a public beta for features that are currently in development may contain bugs that impact your ability to engage with the live game. And this is why I've said probably wait until Blitzwar has finished. We hope to be bringing the new 32.0 update live at some point next week, so stay tuned for more news. And then it gives more details on the public beta missions, where you can get some coins just to test out how the system works. And that is a grand total of, is that 85 coins? 75 coins. So, just a little bit of coins. And you can do that on each beta region as well, so you can get a couple of 100 coins if you want to test it out. And this is just incentive for people to actually test out the new systems. Now, there are also some patch notes when it comes to some actual changes and bug fixes, and we'll go through this. It says the drop tables for some scavenger missions have been adjusted, and I'm probably going to go ahead and guess there was one particular mission that was giving out coins that may no longer be giving out coins anymore, because I know that was an issue for a while. Well, I guess it will see very soon. Crashes occurring in Conquest 6 have been addressed. This is interesting. So no one's on Conquest 6 just yet, but effectively, if you do get there, you're not going to have any crash issues. I've not had any crash issues in Conquest 5 so far, and I'm at stage 17 or 18 or 19 or something like that. Yeah, that's actually good. Obviously, eliminate the issues before we get there. That's great. The next one says stats displayed in the dossier of characters viewed from the dual info screen of an opposing faction member, and I'm not sure what that actually says. And lastly, it says stats displayed in the dossier of a faction supporter were not consistent with the actual stats. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that third one means. What the actual fix is. Well, maybe it's saying the same thing. The actual stats were maybe broken there too. I do notice a bug. I'm not sure if it's being fixed in this one. I do notice a bug where my stats will randomly change in my roster. Like I'll go to my roster, my stats will be a certain amount, and then you'll see them just flicker to a different stat number. It's kind of strange, but I'm not sure if that's going to fix this. I don't think that's going to be the case. We do have some combat bug fixes as well, and it says the execute and beheading specialist skills now work correctly versus payback characters who have less than 20% HP. This is actually great, of course, because payback only procs on characters when they take 30% of their damage. So things like execute and beheading are really good against payback characters because it's a guaranteed takeout and you're never going to do more damage than you actually have to do, even on a multi-hit rush. If you've ever done a multi-hit rush with normal Michonne, decap Michonne, beheading Michonne, should I say, you know that if she hits someone who's less than 20% HP, she does the exact amount of damage that she needs to do, because that's how the execute part of her specialist skill works. So there's no chance of her being absolutely destroyed by reflect. It's really awesome, and it's going to work the same way with payback here. Leadership skills that apply a limited time attack down penalty to an enemy were incorrectly applying after passives based on attacks are calculated. And this is going to be good for pretty much as Barker lead against Zachary attacking him, where the attack down will be applied before Zachary's passives will actually be calculated. So it will reduce the amount of bleed damage that Zachary will be able to do. So it's kind of like a soft counter to Zachary, as Zachary is a damage dealer. Obviously, you can still raise that bleed nice and high. You could go for attack down resist and still get past that. It isn't going to be anywhere near as powerful as like a Tara leader. Next up, we have Diamond's passive, Never Trust the Dead, could not stun an enemy who dies from reflect damage on Diamond, which is nice to fix, I guess. It's great that they're fixing stuff before they've actually come out, because Diamond's obviously a character that no one has yet. The quickest you can get her is this coming Sunday. And that would be just the first one. And it's great that they're actually telling us this stuff. I think this is obviously good. Sam and Tom Adrenaline Rush did not impair properly against Guardian Shield. And I guess that's because the way damage works is if you do damage and you have any on-hit effects with it, like with the rush, for instance, it will not apply it if the Guardian Shield blocks the damage, and that's how it's meant to work. So I'm not sure what the issue was, but now it's fixed. Roll stat boost on the specific squad arena was not being applied to fighters that satisfies the role requirement. Okay, so if you've seen the role requirements, so like tanks will get better attack in a tank arena, it wasn't apparently happening before, but now it should actually be fixed. So that's pretty much it. And it says, in addition to this, we also have a spooky surprise planned for your town shortly after 32.0 update rolls out for everyone. Keep an eye out on the official blog and our Discord for more information. Now, I'm hoping, this is just my hope, I'm hoping this will be the first of, hopefully many, where it's going to be a reskinned town. I know this is probably, hoping for a lot, for a very short-lived reskinned town. Spooky buildings, maybe like a spooky town hall or something like that. I don't know. And then, like, if they do that, again, for Christmas, make it so it's snowing or something. I know this is a really big hope, but this has been something that I hope they would do years ago, because the best thing about doing it years ago is they could just reuse the same thing over and over every single Christmas, every single Halloween, every single holiday period. They could use the same sort of thing. Maybe make small tweaks, nothing too major, but small tweaks. But we'll see, because it says a spooky surprise planned for your town. We'll have to wait and see. If anyone's got any ideas of what that could be, let me know in the comments down below. So I'm just going to have the actual little test calendar on the screen and my outro, just so you can still continue to look at it. But overall, I think it's actually a really nice update, and hopefully the first of many. This is effectively a quality of life update. It's putting all the daily things, all the monthly things, all the weekly things in one place. That's a quality of life update. You only have to click one place rather than going to 2 or 3 places to pick up all your dailies. You're less likely to miss stuff. They could potentially incorporate new things into this. It could be quite cool, and I think it has really good chances to incorporate things that are parts of events, or they could do it part of weekend things, or holiday period. You could have the Christmas login calendar or something like that. They could do very different login calendars. Things like Onslaught, where they do the Onslaught missions at a weekend, they would still most likely be in the the actual mission section, because they're not to do with actually logging in. This is just about actually just logging in for the day and getting some bonus rewards. And I think if they do this, it actually could be really nice. And as you can see on the screen right now, this one's just a 4-day login, so they could just do some really short logins, just some little bonuses for different times of year. Like Chinese New Year, they generally do offers stuff, and they could do a small celebratory login for that, and they could do the same for New Year, just a 3 or 4 day login just over New Year, because they know probably people aren't going to be logging in that much, so this is to promote logging in and giving you bonuses if you are actually doing so. So yeah, I think this is good. This is a nice little tweak, and honestly, I would have loved to have seen this a long time ago, but it's better late than never, and I do think it's a good move for the game. But let me know your thoughts on the update as a whole in the comments down below. Any of those bug fixes and what that spooky thing could be for the town, I'm still wondering. But that is the end of my video, guys. I want to thank you very much for tuning in, and as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.